Hey guys, this is River Potomac guy. I'm just gonna be explaining before this video starts. Learned something new that when fishing in DC. Guess the moral of the story before it. Just know that DC is, I guess, one of the main cities targeted on terrorist list, and I'm lucky that I got away with what I did. So I'll just jump right into it and start explaining. I was fishing at Blue Plains. Many of you may know where it is. It's in DC on the Maryland border right near Oxon Cove. And Blue Plains is a sewage treatment plant, and it has a big outflow of water that goes into the Potomac. And this water is warmer than all the other water around, so probably near 65, 70 degrees warmer. And tide was low, and many of you may know about the dock, the little parking lot thing that runs along over the water next to it. It's pretty notorious for catching crappie underneath it, and in this video that's what I'm doing. I'm catching a ton of crappie. And I didn't know that you are not allowed to be underneath it. I'm in my kayak, and I'll explain a little more within the video when I go through the clips, but I had my GoPro recording, and I was just sitting there minding my own business fishing, and what I think I hear is, well, I'll say this now, there are two other people fishing there on their bass boats, and one guy was sort of anchored down closer to me on the side of the outflow, and there's another guy on the outer part of the outflow near, like, toward Virginia side. Apparently the guy that was closest to me, that was anchored, was trying to get my attention. Now, I did hear it, and I can show you that I heard something and I thought someone was getting my attention. But when you're underneath that dock, it's pretty difficult to hear, especially from what's going on outside with all the water hitting up against the pilings and a plane flying over, or a helicopter, or boats or something off in the distance. When I thought someone was trying to get my attention, I looked over and I said, "Hey," and you'll see that, and he didn't reply back. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I thought that the people were talking on the boats were talking back and forth to each other. And then throughout then I hear like voices, and what I thought were people just talking back and forth on the boats, until the guy that was fishing on the outside of the part of the outflow closer to the Virginia side, I see him come around all the way around past that boat that's anchored, and he comes up behind me when I'm under the dock. And he says, I can't remember off the top of my head, but within the video it explains, like, you can't be under there, yada yada yada. And he said he got security right here. He's like, I think this is what he said, you're gonna get yourself locked up. So then I back out, I paddle backward out, and the security guard is standing right there above me, saying that I could be putting a bomb under there. Now, I understand why they may think that. I understand now that DC, and being the world that it is, pretty I explained into that and thought about that, and he let me off with a warning. But if I was fishing there alone and there were no other boats there, and I couldn't hear that guy, and until the guy in the bass boat came back around and told me that security's there, you gotta move or get out, they could have probably sent Coast Guard or something on me. And I mean, yes, I could have been putting a bomb under there, but again, I'm fishing, and why would I do that if my country? I wouldn't do anything to hurt anyone. And yeah, it just explains that. And it's kind of a little difficult to hear the security guard talking to me, so I'm gonna put some subtitles there onto what he's saying. And in the future, if you guys watch this, any information, don't fish under the dock, because the security will come, and if you were in the situation that I was in where you couldn't hear them, Coast Guard or DC police could come and get you. He said it is trespassing and stuff like that. So word of wise, don't go under the dock and fish. You can cast under it, but you can't go under it. So here's a video explaining what that situation, and later on past that is just me catching a bunch of crappie before that incident happened. So enjoy. Yeah? What? Okay.
I don't know what you under there doing.
I was fishing, but...
No, that's not acceptable.
All right.
This government, we supposed to enforce all this water. We don't bother you if you out in the open. But under the dock, that's a no-no.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for...
Putting a bomb under here.
No.
DC water is number 3 on the terrorist list, man.
Yeah, I understand that, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Fucking slab, man. Hell yeah. Nice big fat crap. That's what I'm going for. On all these stupid catfish down there. That's a nice one. Chunky too. He's been eating. Let's take a quick picture on my phone. Let you go, buddy.
3. Like number 60. It's caught so many of these. This is a small one, but I've been catching some really big ones.